Welcome back, my dear friends. Welcome back to ever so amazing, sexy Celtic Kings Rage of War, where I continue with the Larax campaign, the campaign of revenge, if you will. We are playing as the Gauls, and there's of course the second campaign where we can play as the Romans. But that will be at some point, maybe down the line. For now, the most biggest thing that I'm actually waiting is the Imperium 3 HD, whenever it might be get released. Since, if I remember correctly, it has been in beta for so long, many years now. So hopefully it will be released this year, so I can show off that game if Destiny is willing. We continue on. Last time we have actually defended the pass against the Teutonic hordes. And now we have one more objective left for us, but at the moment we have a little bit of an issue. We have a little bit of food here and there, but let's see if we get a little bit closer towards the village. Will we get a resupply? Yes, actually we would get a resupply near the allied village. I did not think about that whatsoever. I actually did not even know that you can actually do that, considering that I mostly never have allies. So there is that. Anywho, the gem is back into position of ours that we can actually utilize the power of Kebatha. But this is not the thing that we're gonna go for. We're gonna ask Rod, which has went back to guard the one of the points of the encampment. That is one of the gates, two gates towards its main encampment. We're gonna go through him while we are having also fun here with the enemy Gaul tribe that well, it's another Gaul tribe that actually just wanna make problems for our ally over here, and that ally is Larax himself, who will take care of our people as we move on with the story of the great Larax. And I will still say the Rod character looks exactly the best. Like honestly, he's the best looking character model sprite in the game. So what we're gonna ask Rod is, with the one last thing, attack the enemy town. Of course, our presence is always necessary, but not essential, though he does say that it's it's essential. Sadly, one of our friends has died for the battle for the encampment over here, one of our heroes that is, but that hero had no value beyond this mission, because basically we're gonna have one unit at the moment, and down the line we'll meet other heroes that will join us. Well, specifically named units like a druid and a Viking lord, but heroes as Larax, no other. Well, maybe. I have never actually finished the entire campaign of this game. I am playing it alongside this campaign that I'm doing for the videos, so at the moment I'm really far away, but at the moment the only thing I have is Larax and Viking lord and a druid. So we'll see how that's gonna go. Well, at least I will see how that's gonna go, so I can actually see how I do these videos, because as I said many times, the missions tend to be hard on we are playing on a hard difficulty, and we'll try some other stuff to do to gain more levels if possible, because levels are the most important thing in gaining proper items. Though you cannot really mess up when it comes to items, in all honesty, as you can have 4 items per character. Now, because Larax has actual glowing gem of the Kebatha, he can have only 3 more items in his possession. So let's talk to him. If he can maybe give us a few more units. Is this enough that I truly have? Really? 11 archers and 8. He ain't gonna give me anything anymore. It's fine. We have a little bit of food, but there is one more village over here, and what I'm gonna do with that village is absolutely nothing, but we will be moving our main force while Rod is doing the best he can to actually do a full assault upon the enemy village. Now this is gonna be an easy battle. As per usual, we've seen that Rod can manage all enemies. I mean, hell's bells, while he is not the greatest warrior, though he is level 18, he has no additional items, and that's it. He's a 20 against slashing and 20 against piercing, 10 to 40 damage, and that's it. Now, our main thing is gonna be, we have the same actual stats as him, as Rod, but we're level 20. We have more health points, and of course, with the gem of Kebatha, we are kings. Now the only thing I'm now doing here is gonna go capture the village, gain some mules from that village, Not the most important thing, mind you, but still, it's one of the things you can actually find is that village. Now, I think there is there are a few beautiful things on this map. There is a swamp over here of sorts, but there are no items in that swamp. But we will go to that swamp. I want to check it out. Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe there is an actuality a item that I not noticed, maybe a tree stump or something of an interest that we might get an item that is very, very special. Thankfully, now this is really thankfully, even if we do not have a huge chunk of food, we can survive for quite a bit with the force we have. I mean, basically, we would actually utilize Larax as a scouting party, because again, he's not gonna die that easily without food, compared to the troops. Now, again, it's not that the morale is dying, and basically they are dying. And here is the village, in which of course is neutral, but we can actually also capture the village and gain mules, even gold if need be, but there is no need for such a thing. So there it is, a village hall. We'll be capturing it immediately, and as we capture that beautiful village hall, we'll wait it out. I don't know if the great Viking lords will join us in this party. No, they will not, because again, they are not under our control, so they will not be capturing this. And of course, because we have really sufficient enough of troops, and nobody's interrupting our our beautiful capturing of this town hall, of this village, it's all fine and dandy. We'll create immediately a mule. We'll create actually 2 mules, because basically we can have 2 mules, it's enough. And we will see also that slowly all of our units are healing. Now, from the village we can do a lot of stuff. We can call peasants, and of course we can take the mules and the gold if there was actually any gold in this village. As there is none, we don't care. Now, what I'm going to do is actually this. If I'm going to truly explore something, I'm going to leave my soldiers here. I'm actually going to leave these 2 mules here. And I'm going to explore a little bit with Larax himself. Now, well, he doesn't have the biggest view range of the units. Still, I'm going to utilize him for the exploration of many things, especially down the line as we go, because down the line we only have Larax. Of course, there are many missions where we can get actual specific units that we can get from the villages and all that we've gained, like in this mission. Not that we can actually build. But still, Larax is gonna be the main tank for the entirety duration of this game, I believe. Though, yes, of course, our Viking hero also has a strength that surpasses Larax's. Of course, these Viking lords, sorry, not Viking lords, because considering, as you can see, 20 to 120 damage. That's a big damage, like that's a really massive damage, and honestly, with the level ups, they gain a huge chunk of health points. They are beasts that can hold off the armies. While Larax, without the gem, he doesn't change from 10 to 40 without any kind of a support, and by that I mean without any type of special item. You see, there are these specific things, these little, of course, this could just be for us to look at certain beautiful points in the game and explore the map and truly see the detail the map makers can actually make, and of course developers put into this beautiful game. Let's go downstream. I'm gonna show you a little bit of this beautiful deer. While again, he's not an important character, he is there to be. Now we're gonna go downstream and find a little bit of an interesting point. Though again, it's a little details that developers tend to put in these beautiful games, like little swampy areas, very detailed. I have no idea why, because basically they don't have any value except to be looked at if you explore these maps. I think I'm going completely the wrong way. I think it's actually over here. But Hell's Mother Humping Bells. You see, I can't actually remember everything. Nonetheless, I've shown you this. It could be that this is the thing I was thinking about and mixing it up with the rest of the stuff. Yes, it probably is. Let me just move one of my beautiful X-Men, just do a little bit of exploration. Now, of course, I think you can basically utilize also the cheat to see the entirety of the map. That's it. I again will never utilize cheats to pass these levels and all that, as per usual. Of course, I don't do these things, I don't enjoy utilizing cheats. So if we're gonna explore it manually like this. It might take a few minutes, hours, but nonetheless, it feels like there could be a special item just hiding out there. It always kind of feels like that, because I said, like, there are certain points here that you just feel like maybe there should be a special item somewhere, right? Maybe there is a special item just hiding out there in this massive fog of war, in these points, maybe there it is, maybe it's not actually, who knows really. I mean, those that actually played more this than me, of course they probably know it, but nonetheless, this is gonna be pretty much the end of the video, when as soon as we of course take over this, go on to the next map, and that's about it. Yo, I think this is actually what I wanted to show. Yo, this is the point. Yes, this is the actual point. You're getting, I think, close to the southern or point of the village. You see a lot of freaking dead things here, and you would expect like, oh, maybe there's an item of special importance. Maybe there is. I'm not actually noticing it whatsoever. I'm actually not noticing it whatsoever. It feels like there should be an item here somewhere where I could actually just capture it, take some good stuff. Just feels right place for such a thing. Again, it's a little details on these maps that you can again find but done by the developers. Like this village alone, you really don't need it, but there it is. You know, like basically there it is. You wanted the villager, you want a little bit of food, there you go. Okay, well then I'm gonna go here, bring in my armies, and join in the fight with Rod, because basically he cannot defeat this enemy tribe by himself, and he is losing a lot of men, while he is getting constant reinforcement from the main village. Thankfully, of course, this would otherwise be already a very hard mission. So we'll wait it here. We'll wait for our group to come in. I'm exploring a little bit with the Axeman. Again, not the biggest unit in there. This unit is not truly a scout. Let me again see this. Yes, we have to press like this. Unit stats, units, Axeman. Was there actually a view distance here? No, just the speed and specials. And that's about it, right? 8 to 40 slashing damage, and again, slashing defense way better. So again, very perfect for the Teutonic raiders. Very perfect for Teutonic raiders. Let's go back into the village here with you, or you can move him like that into the enemy village if you need to. And here you can see, of course, slowly but surely we're getting to the point towards Larax to get this glorious battle started and actually finish. And again, I did do actually the same way I explored the first time. I did it again here. There could be honestly an item somewhere here that I have not noticed. That's why I looked the first time I got into for that first part of this this mission, this map. I wanted to see if the village might have a special stuff around it, inside it, that is specifically. But there is actually absolutely nothing, sadly. Not even a healing item of sorts, nothing. Okay, so let's join in on Larax. Not like that. Like this, excellent. Move in. Let's... Oh, that's, I think it's a wrong position. That is a wrong position. Thankfully, this village doesn't actually have walls, so we do not have yet to do any conquering, proper conquering. Down the line, we'll have a lot of freaking villages with where we have to actually conquer them and utilize our siege equipment or archers. Okay, stay here. Oh, there are some actually enemy units right here, preparing for an ambush. And they did ambush us, but only 2 archers from what I can see. Nothing special. Let's gate from the barrack point and attack these bastards from the side. Though again, we have more of the archers than the actual axemen. So we're just gonna charge into the enemy, hold ground, and start raping these bastards. Again, we do also have the beautiful 2 Viking Lords level 20, so they are gonna do massive damage. 17 units. We are losing archers because they are basically right there near one of the enemy heroes, if not mistaken, or just basically basic troops. And they are gonna do nice damage because we're in a line formation. They get a piercing damage and all the good stuff. Here comes one of the enemy heroes right into the smack of things, hoping to actually really damage us here. We are losing a lot of archers now because they just spam themselves right into my flank. Sadly, you see right there. Hopefully Larax can hold off, and of course with the Viking Lords, of course they can. I'm not bullshitting here. Hell's Mother, we have seen the damage the Viking Lords themselves, 2 Viking Lords, not being completely engaged by anyone, can hold off armies if need be. So basically what we're doing here is just lolling at the enemy, because basically they can't do anything until we can maybe let's just retake this, hold it off enough for a long enough time for us to actually gain this village. Rod is holding with his horsemen, also some very nice spearmen. But again, we are fighting the same units. Archers, of course, axemen. Beautiful damage they are doing. And of course, spearmen of their own. Also some, of course, classical warriors. And that's it. Thankfully, we're gaining constant reinforcement for Rod, not for us. I don't know if we have to actually kill the hero. I'm not being expert here. Ogox is one of the heroes you will get when you play skirmish, for instance. Let's try this just capturing now if we can. That's the point also. But they have the units inside, so until we actually kill the units, capturing is impossible. There you go. Excellent. I could tell when I'm beaten. We will obey you, warrior. What are your orders? Is there anything you would like us to help you with? Now, of course, we could gain more troops from Ogox, but there is no real point at this time and place, as we have done all the quests needed. We finished the actual map. We explored a little bit just for me to see if there are possible items that I might have missed long time ago in a galaxy so far away nobody gives a fuck. But continuing on, support me with axemen, because I like axemen. 8 axemen, they're perfect. Now again, we have no need for them because we have actually finished our mission. There is nothing else to do. Again, there could be a little bit more exploration if need be, but there is no need for such a thing. Let's leave you guys behind if possible. No, we are actually completely connected with Larax for this duration of this mission. Excuse me. Yeah, that's about it. The village is safe. The outpost is ours. And now we are going back to the ever so amazing Dumnorix and finish off whatever we can with him. Now, if you ever do return to any of the maps, when you can, these maps will actually, units you had on those maps will stay there. So you don't actually lose those same units, but there are only few maps that you can really go between, that I've discovered at least. So yeah, there is maybe one that is actually like a hub map that you can redo a few quests and well, there is one, and that is gonna be like level 90 and stuff like that, where you can get woman warriors down the line, that is. So anywho, we're gonna go back to our new chieftain, that is for the rest of our tribe, what's left alive, that is, and finish off that, leave them where they are, say goodbye to them, and move on beyond the mountain range. Though we might actually need these troops because of the mountain range. Yes, we actually would be needing some of these troops for the mountain range. Let's then move my troops towards the village, towards the outpost. The question is, do we have we wasted all the mules? Have they been killed? I think they have been killed. Okay, well that's okay. That is actually fine. We have a lot of these mules, a lot of food generated. We'll move them towards the encampment over here. Oh wait, there are 2 mules that are connected to him, right? They actually got killed, but there you go. They were actually connected to him. That's fine. We have more mules on the way. And let's wrap up this beauty. Dumnorix, the gods be praised. You killed every Teuton in the area. My people can now live in peace. You truly are her follower. Larax, I had a duty towards the survivors. Now I can continue my quest. I must find someone who knows where the Teutons that raised my village went. I remember there was a Teuton camp to the northwest. You can look there. And we will do that. Thankfully, we also gain a huge chunk of spearmen and axemen. How beautiful is that? Because we definitely did need these bad boys for what we're gonna be doing. We could even ask Rod if we could ask him, that is. Whereas Rod is within this outpost. So maybe Mraxis will be able to help us now when we move on. Again, I cannot really remember everything when I play so many different games. So I'm not an expert in these games. I'm just playing them because I love them. Someone has to do. Actually, I never went down, if possible, up the stream. I never went up the stream. Is there actually a possibility for me to do such a thing? Let me see. I never did that. Maybe there is a possibility of finding something special. I always wanna like find some. Maybe there should be a secret when you find places like this. At least in my opinion, as I love to make maps. I like adding, if you add this amount of detail, I must be missing or I am blind to notice if there is an actuality something that can be captured, touched upon here. While it looks beautiful as hell, like these types of environments, again, I love when the editor can actually allow you to have such a types of, maybe this is like this little point can be crossed by someone. And I might even do that. You, Axeman, let's get over here. I want to explore. I want you to explore. You're not gonna die. Even if you die, you're level 8. Bravo, by the way. Because to gain level 8, you remember that when you actually have these bad boys, you get level 1. And the only way for them to actually get up that level is for them to train between each other. So again, there is that. So you see, there are 2 archers guarding this stream. Upstream point. Never actually was upstream, always downstream. Imagine that. So let's see, maybe there is something of an interest over here. Again, not the greatest unit to do these things with, but hell's mother humping pals. I have enough of food to not care. Let's connect this with Larax. And because these units, these most basic units, may look innocent and useless in terms of exploration and stuff, they're actually quite useful because all the units can actually have items on them. So you can add any type of power item upon your units, be it a healing item or some kind of a strength item or any type of item basically. And that's the beauty of this game. Every unit can level up, every unit can have a specifically amount of 4 stuffs on them. So it can be utilized and kept alive if possible. Of course, let's be honest, in most cases these units will die. Like having one of these types of units is not gonna be detrimental for you, like to have the biggest level axeman. Why would you, honestly? You just have them enough for them to survive first few battles, outmaneuver the enemy, and hear the lamentation of the women. But basically, that's it. In all honesty, but see, it just feels like I could go there. No, that's basically it. There could be more. There could be really more. But if there is someone actually knows if there is in actuality something that can be captured on this map, do say. Really, I don't want to like look for these things myself because I like to learn. Like I like to explore all of it. And you know, like when you don't do it on your own, I think it would be kind of awful for me to do it while you're actually watching these videos. But nonetheless, you wouldn't be here if you're actually watching these videos, but you might be there, who knows. So let's go back to Larax and move on with our quest, because going through all this is gonna be fun. You see, Mrax is not coming out, that douchebag is not gonna try and help us maybe, but doesn't really matter because we are in line formation. We have, yeah, we're gonna go actually in different formation. Let's go to block formation because this is gonna be a perfect formation for holding off the Teutonic bastards. We're gonna charge into these archers. The archers tend to be problematic. Excellent, hold the ground. Sadly, our ally is not charging into the enemy at the moment. But we have 8-7 now, Axeman is still there. We have at 40 now slashing defense for Larax and all the good stuff. Okay, now that the enemy is actually just shooting us with everything they have, we're gonna go into the breach. hold the ground again, get into the right place, and hopefully our spearmen and axemen will do the massive damage. Remember again, the axemen have a nice defense against the slashing. Spearsmen not so much, but they do have a nice defense against the enemy stuff. Let's get a little bit up close, go, 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 go. Excellent. Hold ground, rape, pillage, and burn. The archers actually are gonna be a little bit problematic. 4 to 16 piercing damage, but 27 units still alive. Just look through what we are going. Like, there comes another amount of units. We are trying like to hold the line with everything we have, but hopefully we'll survive this. If not, well, we're gonna just say, well, this is not fair. Thankfully, we are gaining more of my axemen from the village. This actually could be a nice place to level up my character slowly but surely. Let's see if that might happen. I mean, the Viking lords themselves might even die. I really doubt that, in all honesty, but they are gaining constantly the support. If I stay here, maybe 5 hours later, I might have the biggest freaking level of my character, but that wouldn't be of any interest, in all honesty. Even if they spend hundreds and thousands of hundreds of the Teutonic bastards, I don't think it would be fun to even watch such an action. We're gonna go again into the hold formation for the block. Let me see with the block formation on the whole ground stand, because honestly, if they're just gonna pop these raiders now level 2, even some of them, I'm gonna hold it for as much as possible, because I don't think they're gonna have hundreds of thousands of coming from these damnable tents. But Larax is the most important thing, and if I have to truly utilize this power stone from Kebatha, I will if need be. But again, it only adds the damage, not the defense. 3 units left, 2 spearmen, 1 axeman. They're gonna go for Larax, of course, now with everything they have. But again, 40-40, hopefully it's gonna be enough. If not, I'm gonna run away without any issues. Let's get these bad boys over here. We have no need of you. We have the Viking lords though, so I shouldn't be running away like a little bitch completely. Maybe I should, maybe I won't, I will see. I might activate the glowing gem, but I don't wanna. I wanna see how much damage I can truly do, not a huge chunk of damage. Excellent. Whoa, they're coming more of them. Now I'm gonna run like a little bitch. Honestly, let them concentrate on the ever so amazing Viking lords. And they're just gonna be coming, the Viking lords are gonna suck on that health point. And that's it. Okay, we're gonna charge into them this time around. With my axeman. And just hope the Larax doesn't die, as we have no healing items whatsoever. But again, a little level. We're level 22, by the way. Amazing. Just amazing. Excellent. He has been surrounded as per usual. Get away, get away, get away, Larax. Get away, get away, get away. Get away. Of course, they're constantly in his formation. So that's a little bit of a problem. We can't really kill him. Joy to us, indeed. Viking lords are holding their thing. Good job. How much? 39 health points. Jesus. Let's drop them again. Let's get back to my ally. Very low, 29 health points. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Let's get over here. Lure these Teutons towards the spearmen, maybe. Nope, they're not gonna go for the spearmen. Excellent, now the spearmen, and they're gonna move towards them. Excellent job. They're really not so much, as I have lost quite a bit here. But they have done most of the damage and actually killed all of the enemy units, and they're not spamming them anymore. But with 29 health points, that's gonna be fun. because these health points go with us in the next mission. So there is that. There is that. 22nd level. It's fun. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Well, at least with the whole ground we did something, I would say. Woman! Thank you for saving me, warrior. I thought I was dead. So did I. Well, for Larax specifically. Fear no more, woman. I'll make sure no Teuton harms you again. Do you know which way they went? Yes, they went further into the woods. Just go northwest and you'll see the trail. And so we shall. That's not much to go on. Isn't there anything else you can tell me? Unfortunately, no, but I do know of some who could help you. I have heard that somewhere to the northeast there is a sacred druid sanctuary. But what? I have heard that the druids kill anyone who tries to find their sanctuary. That is why few dare to do so. Yet if you manage to earn their trust, I'm sure the druids will help you. There is nothing under the sun that they don't know about. Then I'll find them. Go to Kebatha and tell the elder I alone am going to find the druid sanctuary. Farewell. And so that's it. We actually did gain a health point. I was actually hoping that we would go with small amount of health points towards the next map, so I can be like epic if I actually survive with that. We're truly hardcore playing, but not really. That was almost a full fuck up from me, and actually losing that. But that honestly didn't want to utilize the stone because it takes quite a bit of a time to actually utilize them for it to go back. And this map I might actually need it because there are a lot of evil things on this map. Larax. Hello, druids, I am Larax, and I seek the druid sanctuary. Can you tell me where it is? If you need is great, if your need, not you need, it will lead you to the answer. I exactly know where all they are. Hey, you, give us all your money and we might spare ya. Druid, that you cannot have. Larax, accuse our disappearance. Hey, Ben, let's pick on someone of your own size. And mustachios. I have big mustachios. Then, of course, they're gonna lose. They're gonna do maybe a little bit of damage on him. Maybe a little bit. And that's about it. Is this it? Yes, it is. Larax, you have saved these druids. Thank you, Larax, for far too many bandits fill our lands. Larax, will you lead me to the sanctuary now? The sanctuary is hidden and shall not be revealed. Go to the village when it is safe. Where it is safe. Farewell. And so the notes have been changed. Go to the village for information. And of course, this is the Druid Sanctuary Inn. So these are the inns from which you can transport your party for another map. And that's about it. Anywho, my dear friends, I wish you the very best. Next time, more love, more drugs, and ever so amazing, sexy Celtic Kings, Rage of War, continuing with the amazing, very underrated real-time strategy game. All best to you.